Anthony Smith finally announced his retirement, and what a career it's been. 59 fights, 37 wins, but it could have been so different as he could be retiring as a former UFC champion. Let me explain. As you can see, Anthony Smith probably should have retired earlier, but there's one loss on his MMA record that could have been so different and maybe potentially changed the tide of his MMA career. Let's take it back to UFC 235. Anthony Smith finally gets his chance for UFC glory against Jon Jones, and there's one key moment in that fight that could have made Anthony Smith a world champion. Up until this point in the fight, Jon Jones is winning comfortably up on every single judge's scorecard, and we reach the fourth round and this happens. Jon Jones throws an illegal knee, and we've seen this somewhere before. The same thing happens here. UFC 259, Petr Yan throws an illegal knee against Aljamain Sterling, not only changing the outcome of this fight, but changing the trajectory of these guys' career. Aljamain Sterling could not continue this fight, although some people saying this performance needed an Oscar nomination, but it was probably the best choice he ever made in his UFC career. Not only did Aljamain Sterling prove everybody wrong, he beat Petr Yan in that rematch and had a very successful time as champion with 3 title defenses. Unfortunately for Petr Yan, not only does he lose that fight against Aljamain Sterling, but also loses to former champion Sean O'Malley and the current champion Merab, and this could have been so different if he just didn't throw that knee. I can't help but think why. Why didn't Anthony Smith just make that same choice as Aljamain Sterling? We would have been calling him a UFC champion. Jon Jones would have had his second disqualification loss, and a lot of fights potentially wouldn't have happened if he only just made that decision. For example, this fight here would not have happened if Anthony Smith was champion, and this is also a massive what if in UFC history, as a lot of fans, and Dominic Reyes himself included, thought that he won this fight. Let me know of some big what if moments in UFC history and the potential outcome from it.